Geobyte.
Hi students, welcome to the Geobyte Diploma series. In this video, we are going to discuss some important overall problems from the entire topic or from the entire simple stress and strains. I selected some important problems for discussing for you. Now let us discuss the very first problem. A steel rod 24 mm diameter and 500 long diameter is given, length is given, is subjected to a pull means here load 30 kilonewtons. Determine the stress and elongation. Young's modulus is given 2 into 10 raised 5 Newton per mm square. Let us complete this problem. This is easy problem only. This is not that much in-depth problem, very easy problem. Let us do that problem. First let me write the given data. Given data, diameter D equal to 24 mm, length L equal to 500 mm, is subjected to a pull means load denoted by P equal to 30 into 10 power 3 newtons. Determine the stress and elongation. Take Young's modulus equal to 2 into 10 power 5 Newton per mm square. So first, before going to find the stress and elongation, let me decide the area. Solution. You know, stress sigma equal to load by area. Here area A equal to pi by 4 into D square, pi by 4 into D given 24. Simplify this value for getting around 452.4 mm square. Now the stress is load given 30 into 10 raised to 3 divided by area 452.4. Simplify this value for getting around 66.31 Newton per mm square. Similarly, the change in length, elongation means change in length. Elongation delta L equal to PL by AE. PL by AE, एक minute. Here P given 30 into 10 power 3, L 500 divided by area 452.4 multiplied by 2 into 10 power 5. You simplify this value for getting the change in length 0.166 millimeters. I hope you understood. Let us take one more problem. Look at the second problem. A bar of varying section is subjected to axial loads as shown in figure. Determine the stresses in each section. You are asked to decide the stresses for each section. For that, let us write different sections. Let this is the section 1, section 2, section 3. For the section 1, L1, given 300 mm. D1 given 15 mm. L2 given 500 mm. D2 given 35 mm. L3 given 400 mm. D3 given 25 mm. You are asked to decide the stress for each section. For that, let us consider the section 1. Section 1, for deciding the load value, this is the section 1. In the left end, it is acting 20 kilonewtons. Other end, 45 newtons, 45 kilonewtons in this direction, and 35, 45, 1 minute. Yes. So there is a small printing mistake for the third section. I corrected that one. In the extreme right end for the third section, it is 35 kilonewtons towards the end. 35 kilonewtons is acting in this direction, and at the left end of the third section, one more 10 kilonewtons is acting in this direction. 45 plus 10, 55 is acting towards right. 35 is acting towards left. The resultant value 55 minus 35, 20 kilonewtons. That is the P1. So P1 equal to 20 into 10 raised to 3 newtons. Similarly, let us take the section 2. Let us take the section 2. With respect to section 2, the left end 20 kilonewtons is acting away, and 45 kilonewtons is acting towards that end. The resultant value 45 minus 20, 25 is acting as a compressive load. Definitely other side also same, because 35 kilonewtons is acting in this direction, 10 kilonewtons is acting opposite to that one. The resultant value is compressive load only, that is 25 kilonewtons. So P2 equal to 25 kilonewtons, that is equal to 25,000 newtons. Similarly, for the section 3, this is the section 2. For the section 3, this is your section 3. The right end it is acting 35 kilonewtons. Other side also exactly, definitely opposite that one, 35 kilonewtons. Remember, if certain load is acting at one end of that section, the other end is also subjected to the same amount of load. From this I can write that P3 equal to 35 kilonewtons is equal to 35,000 newtons. Now let us decide the stresses for each section. Stress for section 1. Stress for section 1, sigma 1 is equal to load on that section divided by A1. Here A1 equal to pi by 4 into D1 square. D1 is 15. D1 is 15 whole square. you simplify this value for getting the A1 176.7 mm square. So it is equal to load 20,000 divided by A1 176.7. The resultant value is 113.18 Newton per mm square. Look at the section 1. For the section 1, the load is acting tensile load. That's why it is the tensile stress. It is the tensile stress. Right. Similarly, take the stress for the section 2. Stress for section 2. Stress for section 2 equal to load for sigma 2 equal to load for section 2 divided by area of that section. Area of the section 2 equal to pi by 4 into d2 square. Diameter of the second section. Diameter of the second section 35. So d2, d3 is 25. d2 equal to 35 mm. Then a2 equal to pi by 4 into d2 square. d2 is 35 whole square. You simplify this value for getting the area for section 2 is 962.11 mm square. Then the stress for section 2 equal to P2 for the section 2, the load, okay, load is 25,000 newtons, okay, 25,000 newtons, that is compressive load. Here the compressive stresses you can find, divided by 962.11. Simplify this value for getting 25.98 Newton per mm square. Kind of load is compressive. Similarly, let us go for the section 3. Stress for section 3 equal to load for section 3 divided by A3. Here A3 equal to pi by 4 into D3 square. It is equal to pi by 4 into D3 25 whole square. Simplify this value for getting the area 490. You simplify with calculator. 490.87 millimeter square. Then stress in the section 3, load for the section 3 divided by load for section 3 P3 35,000. It is also compressive. 35,000 divided by 490.87. Simplify this value for getting the value is around 71.3 Newton per mm square. It is also compressive type. Compressive stress. Section 1 is subjected to tensile stress. Section 2 and section 3 are subjected to compressive stress. That is about the second problem. Let us take one more problem. Look at the next problem. A bar of 200 mm long, length is 200 mm, is placed between two supports with an end clearance Here end clearance is yielding limit 0.3 mm. Its temperature is then raised by 200 degrees centigrade. Temperature raised by 200 degrees centigrade means difference in temperature is 200 degrees centigrade. What will be the stress in the bar? Young's modulus for steel given and coefficient of linear expansion for steel given. It is also easy problem but important problem. It is also very, this kind of problems are frequently asking in the exam. Let us select the color like something. So data. Given data. Length L equal to 200 mm. Is placed between the two supports with an end clearance. Yield delta equal to 0.3 mm. Problem connected to the temperature stress with yield allowable. Its temperature is then raised by, temperature rise means T2 minus T1. It is given 200 degrees centigrade, not 100 degrees centigrade. Not 100 degrees centigrade, 200 degrees centigrade. So it is 200 degrees centigrade. Next, what will be the stress? Young's modulus given, the coefficient of linear expansion. First find the strain. Strain due to temperature change. Strain due to temperature rise. Small e equal to alpha t. This formula already we discussed. Alpha t minus delta by L. It is equal to alpha 12 into 10 power minus 6, temperature 200 minus delta is 0.3 divided by 200. Simplify this value to get 9 into 10 raised minus 4 with no units. Strain has no units. Now the stress induced due to temperature rise. Stress induced due to temperature rise, those are called thermal stresses. The strain multiplied by Young's modulus. The strain you got is 9 into 10 raised to minus 4 multiplied by the Young's modulus. Young's modulus is 2 into 10 power 5. You simplify this value for getting the answer around 180 Newton per mm square. Let us take one more problem. Look at the next problem, dear students. A test bar of certain material 40 mm diameter. Diameter is 40 mm. When subjected to axial pull of 500 kilonewtons, recorded an extension means change in length is or increase in length is 0.34 mm on a gauge length means original length 150 mm and decrease of 0.022 mm in diameter. Decrease in diameter given. Find the Poisson's ratio and three elastic constants. So that is the data. First let me write the given data for this problem. The given data, this kind of problem is also important problem. Diameter is given 40 mm and the load is given 500 into 10 power 3 newtons. Directly I have written recorded extension change in length delta L equal to 0.34 mm with a gauge length means original length 150 mm and decrease in diameter delta D equal to 0.022 mm. Find the Poisson's ratio. Poisson's ratio 1 by m is how much? And the three elastic constants like Young's modulus is how much? Shear modulus C is how much? And bulk modulus K equal to how much? First let us decide the Poisson's ratio. You know Poisson's ratio equal to lateral strain by linear strain. For that lateral strain ED equal to change in diameter by original diameter 0.022 divided by 40. Simplify this value for getting it is around 5.5 into 10 raised minus 4. Similarly, longitudinal strain can also be written as linear strain EL equal to change in length by original length 0.34 divided by 150. The resultant value is 0.002267. No units. Strain has no units. Then Poisson's ratio. Therefore, Poisson's ratio 1 by m equal to lateral strain ED by linear strain EL. ED 5.5 into 10 raised minus 4 divided by 0.002267. Simplify this value for getting around 0.24. That is the Poisson's ratio. Now come to the Young's modulus. You know delta L equal to, let us find the Young's modulus. You know delta L equal to PL by AE. From this Young's modulus E equal to PL by A delta L. Here A equal to pi by 4 into D square. The original diameter is 40. Pi by 4 into 40 square. Simplify this value for getting the area is around 1256.6 mm square. You put all these values. The P value, I forgot the P value, 500 into 10 power 3. 500 into 10 power 3 multiplied by original length 150 mm divided by area, just now we got it, 1256.6 multiplied by delta L 0.34. You simplify this value to get around 1.75 into 10 raised 5 Newton per millimeter square. Now let us find the shear modulus. Young's modulus is divided by E, shear modulus by C. Relation between Young's modulus and shear modulus. E equal to 2C into 1 plus 1 by m. E 1.75 into 10 raised 5 is equal to 2 into C into 1 plus 1 by m. Just now we got it 0.24. Poisson's ratio 0.24. Simplify this value to get the shear modulus is around 0.7 into 10 raised 5 Newton per mm square. Similarly, bulk modulus. Bulk modulus. Young's modulus E equal to 3k into 1 minus 2 by m. From this you can decide the k value. E value 1.75 into 10 raised 5 equal to 3 into k into 1 minus 2 into 0.74, 0.34, not 74, 0.24, not 0.24. Simplify this value to get the k 1.12 into 10 raised 5 Newton per mm square. That is how you can decide the 3 elastic constants. With this, my dear friends, I am closing this video. In the next video, we will discuss some more problems, because practicing the problems is very, very important. That's why I am putting more concentration to solve the problems. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Geobyte.